I'm Lars. Welcome back to the shop. Actually, I'm in the chicken coop today. Got a little bit of break from working on some of the bigger projects that we're doing around the house, and figured I've got a little bit of time, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. Came up with this idea about a month and a half ago, but I just haven't had the time. Now, if you have a chicken coop, or if you have chickens, and you've got some 2x4s that they go up and they roost on during the day, during the night, whatever, this is a really good idea, I think. And that's to add a feeder here so you can put some bird seed or something in it. Because when you put food on top of this, it tends to just fall off the sides. And then they got to get down. And then they got to get back up. So let me get these out of here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now the thought behind this is the front. I just turned all these guys around, but these are the fronts of where the roost is. And most of the time they'll tend to stay up on the front, or they'll move to the back a little bit. So you don't really know where they're going to be, okay? I know the chicken that sits on this one likes to stay in the front. So I'm going to put this feed, this well back here in the back. Now I'm just going to take a router, and I think I need to go down probably about a ½ inch. You don't need to go down really far because you're not giving them a ton of food. And you may need to take this a little bit at a time. A ½ inch is a pretty big jump. So I'm going to try like doing maybe a ¼ inch at first. I'm just going to make a little well, and I'm not a big well, a very small well. And again, it doesn't have to be anything pretty, just something small enough to get some seed down in there so they can peck at it and it's not going to just jump out, you know, be knocked all over the place. So I'm going to go down just a little bit further. Okay, so that is what I'm looking at. It's just something to put some bird seed in, okay? It's not like their feed, it's just something to put a little bit of bird seed in for a treat. So I'm gonna get these other two done, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing with them. I'm gonna put them on the back side because they don't typically hang out on the back side very often. This is the front of this one, and this is the back of this one. And like I said, you don't need to make these things perfect. They just need to be, you know, a well, that's it. And yeah, I probably could have done these on my CNC machine, but some things like you got to think about, you know, how much time is it going to take you? How much time did it take us to do this versus, you know, creating a file and running it in an actual wood shop? So now this works a lot better with the chickens because they're not knocking the food all over on the floor, which by now all that food would have been knocked over. So, and yeah, they're loud. I hope this works out. It seems that it's going to work out. It keeps the seed off the ground. Anytime you get seed on the ground, you're going to get rats in your chicken coop. Having rats in your chicken coop, it's not a terrible thing to have. My wife gets a little freaked out when rats run across her feet and stuff like that. I don't really care one way or another. They're all God's creatures, but I really would like them not to be here, and the way to get them not to be here is get rid of the food. A lot of people set traps, they set everything else, you know, kill traps, poison, whatever you want. You can do that, but until you control the amount of food that is excess laying around your coop, you're always going to have rats. It does not matter, all right? We have cats, they try to do their best to take care of them, but that's the main reason I'm doing this. Also, it lets the chicken be able to get some food without having to jump up and jump down all the time when you give them a little bit of a treat at night. Hopefully this works out. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. You're always welcome back in here in the shop or the chicken coop or whatever we're doing on our farm. And as always, have a nice day.